let's go over how to teach a Phase 1 recall command, which is teaching your dog to come when called. This is one of the most valuable things that your dog can learn. To start out training the recall, you want to make sure that you have your dog's favorite treat or something that's very motivating for your dog. If you think about it, most of the times that we call our dog, it's going to be away from something that they like to do, like eventually chasing a deer or a squirrel, or maybe just from sniffing a great spot in the yard. So we want to set up the impression to your dog that if I call you, I have something better than what's out there that you're interested in. So for starters, I'm going to have a treat in my hand, start right in front of Gypsy, show her the treat. I'm going to call her name and come, and back up a couple of feet. Gypsy, come. Good girl. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Moving backwards helps your dog because they like to follow motion, so it's going to encourage them in your direction. Backing up also helps them move a little bit faster. So when we ask for a recall, usually we want our dog to come in pretty quickly instead of just moseying on over in your direction, taking their time. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Gypsy, come! Good girl! So as she gets better at it, we don't have to start directly in front of her. Gypsy, come. Good girl, but you're still going to back up and reward her when she gets to you. Gypsy, come. Good girl, good girl. Remember to mark the behavior as soon as she turns around and comes into your direction. Gypsy, come. Good girl. Good. Make sure you're keeping your tone nice and positive as well. A common mistake that people make as they're going along teaching the come command is that they expect too much too soon. So they go from teaching it indoors and getting success to moving outdoors with no leash in a big yard with lots of distractions. And what happens then, if the dog doesn't come, we get frustrated. Our dog knows this, so our tone gets more serious, and at that point the dog is starting to associate it's not a really good idea to come back to you because you don't sound very happy. You always want to make it feel like to your dog that something great is going to happen if they come in your direction, and always reward them. You don't ever, even if it took you 5 minutes to call your dog and they came back, eventually you still reward your dog because it's coming back that you're rewarding and not the 5 minutes of wreaking havoc in your yard. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! Once you're getting good reliability, having your dog come to you from a short distance in a low distracting environment, you want to start adding the criteria that your dog has to sit once they get to you. You do this by using a treat and a hand signal, that once your dog gets to you, you'll give the hand signal for sit and reward with the treat once they're in the sitting position. So what you'll see that I'll do, instead of calling her from a distance, I'm going to go back to having her close by. I'm going to call her name. When she gets to me, instead of just feeding her the treat immediately, I'm just going to use the little sit hand signal and feed her when she's sitting. Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl. Good. So you're still going to praise her the whole time she comes in, but you're just going to withhold the treat until she's sitting. Gypsy, come! Good girl. Good girl. Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl. Good. Good job. Gypsy, come! Good girl. Good girl. One of the criteria you want to keep in mind is that your dog should be close enough to you when they come that you can be able to reach for their collar. This is just for practical purposes. Sometimes we want to be able to grab a hold of our dog for safety or be able to clip on a leash. So you want to make sure you're not reaching so far away when you call your dog, something like this. Gypsy, come. And having my treat way out there, so I'm teaching her to stop at a distance. I'm going to try and feed my treats right next to my body. Gypsy, come. Good girl, so that she's nice and close to me, and that's going to set the pattern that when I call you, come in really tight. Gypsy, come. Good girl, nice and straight. Good. See how nice and close she comes into me? I'll just give you the alternate if I were to lean forward. Gypsy, come. She's going to end up over here. So if you do that by mistake, all you have to do is just take a step back, straighten yourself up, and reward your dog for being closer. Okay? Once you've successfully shaped the sit on your recall, now it's time to build in the silent stay. So instead of giving the treat when your dog sits in front of you on the recall, you're going to praise them and then say free just a second or two after and give the reward on the free. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl. Good girl. Free. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl. Good girl. So once your dog is reliably performing the recall inside in a low distraction environment, from a distance, or when they're sniffing something and not really paying attention to you, then you're ready to move on to some controlled distraction in your inside environment. So this could be in the form of a treat, a person who's petting them or showing them some kind of attention, or a toy, a well-placed toy. So for this part of the exercise, we're going to have them on a leash just so you can control whether they grab the object or not. Will be counterproductive to our process if they're able to get the distractions. So I have Gypsy on a 6-foot leash, and for this part I'm going to use a treat as our distraction. I'm going to show her the treat and toss it out at a distance. Make sure you're judging how far you're throwing out your treat versus how much leash you're giving to your dog, because if they're able to run out and grab it, it's not really going to teach them a recall. We lose our distractor. Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl. So to give her a treat when she gets to me, I'm going to bring her back to the one she couldn't get. Okay. And let her have it. What you're teaching your dog during this phase is something called the pre-mac principle, which is, in a sense, if you do something for me, you're going to be able to do something that you wanted to do. So she's going to learn that if I call her when she wants something, if she comes to me, she gets something good, and she gets to go back to doing whatever it is that she wanted to do. So I'll show you one more time, show them the treat. For some dogs, you have to do a very exaggerated toss, otherwise they don't see you throw out the treat. She's got a pretty good eye, Gypsy, so as long as she knows food. Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl, good. Good girl. Okay. So I'm not going to repeat the come command again because I really want it to mean come, turn around, look at me, get a treat. You'll notice it happened faster and faster. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl. If you notice, as soon as I called her name, she turned her head slightly in my direction. Gypsy, come! But as soon as I used my marker, which was good girl, she really turned her whole body around and came towards me. That's all she needed to be sure that she was doing the right thing. So make sure you're not missing your mark and praising too late. As soon as you have any kind of attention in your direction, you want to start praising and encouraging your dog back into you. Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl. Make sure whatever reward that you're using is of equal or higher value than the distraction. So if your dog is not particularly toy motivated, make sure you're using food if that's their biggest motivator. If you're using treats, make sure your treats that you have to reward are of equal or higher value than the treat that you left on the floor for your dog to turn away from. Once you're getting success in your indoor environment with distance and distraction, you can move outside to a higher distraction environment. So remember when you move outside that you're going to have to start from a closer distance and with less distraction and build on it as your dog becomes more reliable at each level. Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Gypsy, come! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! Gypsy, come! Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Great, good job.